Hey, all right. Hey, how's it going? It's Hard Talk Radio. I'm your host, MrDeadman, and tonight we're talking about goth babes, cosplay, lewd cosplays, and horror movies. With me tonight is Roan. How's it going, Roan?
Good.
Now, I understand that you are goth. Is that right?
I would. Yes, I'm alternative with a dash of goth. We'll just go with that.
Alternative with a dash of goth. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how... Well, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I always start off with one question. Who are you and what do you do?
I'm Roan. My vanilla job is a website manager and coder. We're just going to leave it a coder. And then my non-vanilla job is I am my OnlyFans creator.
Okay. An OnlyFans creator. Okay. And how long have you been doing that?
About 2 months.
2 months? Okay. All right. And what got you into that?
My friend, actually. Okay, so I'm on TikTok a lot.
Yeah.
And I swear everyone and their mom has an OnlyFans. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'll try it out. I'll see what it's like. So, yep. That's what I did.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. So your friend got you involved in that. Okay. All right. And when you say OnlyFans creator, I mean, we're talking about like what? Like lewd images, like things like that, like images and videos and stuff?
Yeah, just lewd. So, I don't really get like too graphic on mine, but you get to see my boobs.
Okay. Hey, no problem. No problem with that right there.
Yeah.
That's more than what you get with some people. Okay, not that I'm doing OnlyFans reviews. I mean, man, I really can't. But for those that are interested in that, I mean, look at that. Okay. Now, but you say you're goth. I got a question for you. How goth are you? Oh, by the way, I am giving out an Amazon gift card tonight. But to get that Amazon gift card, we have to meet a criteria here. We got to meet two conditions. One, I want to see a nice number of live viewers. Okay, a nice number. Nice, healthy number. I also want to see 10 likes. 10 likes. Do that, and I will hand out an Amazon gift card to one lucky person in the chat. All right, now, I'm not letting you off the hook here. How goth are you, Ron? How goth are you?
Well, I have an unhealthy obsession with true crime. I used to do gravestone rubbings.
Gravestone rubbings?
You go to really, really old graveyards and you rub... I don't do it anymore. It's not a good thing to do. Don't do it. Because you can actually rub off like the old names and everything like that. But I collected like names from...
Oh, that's the word. I thought maybe you can get like, I don't know, like a ghost or a spirit to follow you or something to haunt you. No?
I mean, we tried that too. I did a lot of ghost hunting.
Oh, really?
For a long time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did a lot of ghost hunting, but the big one was going into it was the abandoned college in our hometown. I don't want to get too many details because my hometown was, but yeah, it was an abandoned college, and apparently the story is that a satanic cult was doing sacrifices there.
Oh,
so we went. Yeah, we went and ghost hunted, and
did we grow up in the same small town? I think we might have, because in my small town, and this is not even a joke, but there was a field, a cow field, a pasture. And people used to say there was satanic stuff happening there as well.
Yeah.
It's weird how that works.
Yeah. No, I think it's just like a small town rumor or something that like it's like, I don't know. When we went there, it was pretty creepy. Like things flying across the room, and my friend came out with the 3 scratch marks down his back, and it was pretty crazy.
That's pretty nice. I mean, you got something. I mean, you say crazy, I say nice, because I've been I've been looking for a long time, Little Goth Mermaid. I've been looking for a long time for a sighting of a ghost or spirit or something. I tried Ouija boards. I tried taunting with Ouija boards by rubbing my nuts on them. I mean, I tried all sorts of stuff. And you might think this is a joke. It's not. I
No,
never
I'm
did
not.
that. And you know what happened the next day? Nothing. No spirit. I mean, the deck almost burned down. The deck outside, the back deck caught on fire, but I don't know if that was related to a spirit. That was just related to some. I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
It could have. You may have pissed the wrong person off.
Right. I
Yeah,
mean, has that ever happened to you? I mean, have you tried to piss off a ghost, a spirit?
No. No, I don't mess with that.
I mean, let me
I've
ask.
never tried to piss one off. I've tried to contact them. That never tried to piss one off though. We had one. I was a caregiver in a house, and within a year, the two owners of the house passed away. The married couple, and they passed away within each other, both in the same chair in the same room. And I was a caretaker for their house. They had all of their stuff still left there.
Yeah.
And I swear, first off, they were these life-size dolls, right?
Okay.
Life-size, creepy, Chucky-style dolls. I swear to God, those things moved around the house.
Are you shitting me?
I am not shitting you at all. They moved around the house. There was a rocking chair in the nursery, which, mind you, these people were like 70, and they had a complete nursery, like baby stuff and everything in it in their house.
Were they running some sort of Epstein? I mean, what were they doing with all the baby stuff there?
I don't know. Because like all of their kids were grown. So, and none of their kids had kids of their own.
So no grandbabies.
Yeah. So it was really creepy. And what was really creepy about it was every night I could hear the rocking chair going back and forth and back and forth. That place was just creepy. I didn't stay there long, but it was definitely a ride.
Bro. Yeah, that's pretty. So you have an old couple who died together at the same time.
Yep.
And then this weird stuff started happening.
Not at the same. Within a year of each other.
Oh, within a year. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But in the same chair, in the same room, in the same house. So.
Who died first, the lady or the man? The man, right?
The man.
Yeah, the man. Men usually die first. I mean.
Yep.
Was it a heart attack?
No, he ended up dying of cancer that they never knew he had.
Oh, shit. Ass cancer?
Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea what cancer it was, but
Jesus Christ.
He apparently it was just everywhere when he died. And then she died of COPD.
Oh, wow. But it's crazy because after that, and this weird stuff didn't happen before they died. Like you were providing care for them, everything seemed fine except the weird room with the cribs and the baby stuff, but no grandbabies. Everything was fine.
Yeah, that was
until they died.
Yeah. I don't know. And it wasn't like it was like just untouched for like ever. It was just weird. That was the weirdest thing in general, was just like, why do these 70-year-old people have a pristine nursery in their like house?
Maybe they thought you were gonna help them make a baby.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's a crazy horror story here. I mean, I gotta ask you now. We're getting into a weird territory, but that old man, did he ever look at you? Okay. Just making sure. Look, we'll be talking about horror movies here tonight, and then there's some crazy ideas, some crazy narratives, crazy stories, and that's one of them, man. You know what? I'm actually convinced that might be a possible theory. You just didn't realize it there. That old man was creepy. You just didn't realize it.
Maybe he was creepy and he was playing the whole like schoolyard bully.
No.
Move.
We kind of
The dude threw chili at me.
He did what?
He threw chili at me.
Oh, he threw chili at you. But that's a way of making a move, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a fine pickup line. Definitely try it.
You thought maybe you're into the messy stuff. I don't know. All right, so
yeah,
I'm kind of letting you off the hook on the goth question, though. So yeah, you like, weird stuff, but are you true goth? I mean, first off, are you born goth, or do you become goth later on? Like later on?
No, like, yeah, no, I was definitely weird.
You're definitely
from the
weird.
beginning. Yeah,
Makes sense.
And I don't like to say, okay, like I'm weird, but that's like the only way that you can. I'm definitely not like, my brother grew up being this cowboy, and that's my whole family. My whole family is conservative cowboys, like everything like that. And then I came out and definitely not so much. And I wasn't allowed to dress how I wanted to, but it was definitely there. That's who I hung out with. We were the ones in the back room of the lunch area and everything like that. So yeah.
Okay.
Definitely was the weird kid for a long time. And then
weird kid for a long time, which makes sense when you look at you. You're an adult now, and you're on a live podcast talking to some dead guy with a skull face.
we're matching.
Look at that. But how weird though, because I mean, there's weird kids all the time, like weird nerdy kids, weird gamer kids. But what is goth? Like what is goth? Dressing all black, wearing hot topic. You know, I can barely speak right now. I mean, what's goth?
Honestly, it's, for me, it is basically doing what you want to do, not caring what other people think about it, and that's it. Like, you can be blonde and all that stuff and then still listen to the music and all that stuff. And there's a lot to goth, though, I think. Like, there's the occult goths, and then there's like the cottagecore goths, and then there's the pastel goths, and I take aesthetics from all of them. I'm kind of all over the place. Like, if you go to my site and you see my pictures, like, I have a very wide range of looks.
Which, by the way, feel free to plug your site, because I mean, you do sell the pictures and images, and you do cosplays. Go ahead and tell the people what you do.
It's onlyfans.com/little LILGOTH mermaid MERMAID. Oh yeah, hey, I spelled it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I do mostly lewd cosplays. They're original characters. I basically just sit down, do makeup, and then whatever I come up with makeup, I pick a wig and an outfit, and that's my character for the night. Okay. And I mean, mostly, so like I said, you can see my boobs.
Okay. And not complaining there. But now,
go ahead.
It seems like something that would be very lucrative. It seems like something that I don't know. Like, are you in a situation where maybe you can even quit your day job because of the money coming in from OnlyFans? Not yet.
I mean, I could,
wow.
but like at the same time, I'm one of those people where it's like, this isn't a stable income, so I'd better save it all. Like, I'm one of those. So yeah, I wouldn't quit my day job just yet. I want to do it for at least a year. If I can continue it for at least a year, and I can, figure out, because I'm still figuring out my page. Like, I've only been in it for 2 months. I'm still figuring it out. I apparently hit top 4.4%, so I'm doing something right, I think.
Top 4% in a industry that is being infiltrated by VTubes. You know what I'm talking about? The virtual girls?
Oh, yes.
You seen the virtual girls?
Actually, I follow one of them, and I love it.
Project Melody?
Yes.
Who do you follow?
Oh, no, it's not Project Melody that I follow. It's a free account that I follow. I can't remember their name. But yeah, they do the virtual girlfriends and stuff, and yeah, that's fascinating to me. Like, totally fascinating.
I like that you're pro virtual girl, because I know there's some in the industry that see it as a threat, be like, oh no, they're stealing our jobs. It's like a challenge, or it's like it caters to a different niche, and some people that are into anime girls, hentai girls, whatever, and other people that are into the real thing.
I can do makeup and wigs and all that stuff, but it's not the same as, a 2D girl with boobs the size of her head. So it's just not the same. So it's a completely different category that, you have to work with. So
Right.
I fill the niche of the weird, awkward, sometimes flashes their boobies girl. So
nothing wrong with that, and that's great. Now, I got some questions from the chat here from Kaiser. Would Kaiser's thick ass make bank on OnlyFans?
Yes!
It would?
Yes, it would!
Even if he's a dude?
Yes!
Okay.
I have a lot of friends. I have one that's top 3%. He's a dude. Actually, I'm not sure what the other one is, but I swear he makes like $300 in tips every picture he posts.
Is he a chubby dude or a buff dude?
I mean, I think they're both considered buff.
Okay.
Ish.
Any dad bods?
I don't know.
I'm asking for a friend. Any dad bods?
I'm sure there are.
With gunts?
Oh no, there
With big old
is.
gunts?
Yeah, there's a few.
Okay. So if I weigh 300 pounds, have a huge gunt, that's
yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like there's got to be a market for it because there's big girls get just as much love.
So my wife can pimp me out. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good news.
Exactly. You just gotta make sure to get yourself out there. I'm
Get out there and make yourself look good.
I'm like, yeah, no, everyone needs to be on this site.
Okay, and for a reminder about the gift card, we're doing pretty good. I'm looking at 5 likes. Let's turn that 5 likes into 10 likes, and I'll be doing the gift card at the end. So, now, how long have you been doing this lewd cosplay? What got you into it? Why cosplay?
So I have always wanted to do cosplay. Always wanted to do cosplay. Like I was always one of the. I mean, I'm a Halloween buff anyway, but Halloween was always my jam. I always did, intricate stuff and everything like that. And then I found TikTok, which originally I downloaded it and I made fun of it. And I am so sorry to the people I made fun of, because I started noticing on there the cosplay community and everything like that. And I was like, screw it. And then I found original characters. And original characters were my jam because I like makeup. So joined the community on there. And then from there, all the TikTokers were getting OnlyFans, and I'm like, screw it, I'll do it too. So, and the only thing I know is my original cosplays, so that's what I do. I just put lingerie on them.
Put lingerie on them, and people like them. Now, were there any hurdles or obstacles you had to overcome in getting into cosplay, especially original cosplay? I mean, any difficulties with that?
My thing was, I have amassed a collection of wigs that I never thought possible. I only had 2 wigs when I started this, so that was one issue that I had. And then I realized my hair was getting in the way, so I shaved my head for wigs.
You shaved your head for wigs? No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. When you say shaved head, I thought it made me completely bald. No, you have more like the Eurythmics look, which, I mean, great band.
Yeah.
Sweet Dreams made of these. I mean, that's a great song.
But it does make
the original.
Here, I get to be where I want to be. So that's the nice thing. And the other thing is it's a lot of money. Like,
a lot of money to be made?
There's a lot of money to be made, yes. But people don't quite realize, how much lingerie is. And you can't wear the same thing. That's crap stuff right there.
Right. And how expensive is lingerie? What are we talking about? Because we're talking about just straps of not even underwear, right. But
yeah. Well, okay. If you get the really cheap stuff, you can go on websites like Shein and stuff like that. If you get that, you're looking at $20 for a set.
Wow.
But if you get really nice, you're looking upwards of $70 to $100 a set.
Damn, man.
And yeah, and if you ever come across those girls that do the latex stuff, that's money.
I don't get the latex. I really don't get that. That's just not my thing, I guess.
Not your thing?
I guess not. I guess not. It's weird though. It's like I guess the more skimpy it is, the more expensive it is. So the less fabric, the less material, the more expensive it is.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah. So, and then with cosplay and stuff, like I like to put a whole look together. Yeah. So, I got the ears and the teeth and everything like that. So. Okay,
and that's where the goth style comes in. You have like vampires. You do like vampire stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I definitely feel a lot more powerful in my darker looks than I do in like because I do the pastel cutesy kawaii like fairy looks too. Because one thing I'm like incredibly interested in fairy folklore and all that stuff, but at the same time, I really like the dark looks.
Now, do you and I'm guessing you have a life partner. I'm not sure. You have someone or no? Okay.
Yep.
I mean, do y'all experiment with stuff like that too, with costumes?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
And this stuff, and people like, I guess your fans. Now, do you call them fans? Do you call them like?
I don't really know what to call them because like I'm one of those people that's just like really nice.
Okay.
So
I just gotta ask you: do you see them as simps? Do you see the people who follow you as simps?
I don't like that word.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that I don't like that word. I think it's a funny word, but I don't think that there's like should be a negative connotation to simp.
It does sound funny. It sounds kind of like shrimp.
It does.
I hear it a lot, and it's like, well, it's kind of weird to throw around. But what is a simp? What is that?
I just think it's someone who like I don't know. There's so many different like people that say one thing or another. I would say just someone who is very nice and puts forth money towards a girl he likes online. I don't know. Can you simp in real life too? Isn't that just a class?
I think you definitely can. You can definitely simp in real life. I mean, it depends on how people define it. I mean, for example, if someone has a particular porn star they like to follow and they like to buy a lot of her stuff, like for example, back in the day, I used to like a lot of Tara Patrick. I mean, she just had that look, the package.
Yeah,
it was great. Am I a simp for Tara Patrick? Most definitely I am. I'll admit that. And there's a problem with that, It's just, I mean, I think with everything comes with like, moderation. You don't want any sort of vice or hobby or habit to consume you too much to where it's like it takes everything from you. But if you enjoy it, I guess the company you get with someone, the attention you get from someone, I mean, if you like that, then and it's your money, then what's the problem,
Yeah, as long as you're not, I mean, like, I know that there's, like, some of the financial domination stuff, like, I know there's guys on there that, like, that they actually get gratification for giving all of their money and stuff. Like, for me, I couldn't morally do that. Like, I would feel so bad, but I understand there's a niche for that as well, and it's all consenting, so we're good. That's my big thing. Consent. If you're consenting to it, then
oh yeah, that's the number one thing right there. I mean, if they don't,
yeah.
Unless, I mean, have you ever had a client that had like a rape fantasy? I mean, have you ever had a client that had it?
Oh yeah, I mean, you gotta think like I'm an alternative girl, so like
BDSM.
You're gonna get people who want to do knife play, BDSM. I have a whole bunch of BDSM stuff, and I have no idea how to do it with the camera and all that stuff. So like I'm still figuring that out. But yeah, there was one guy that wanted a custom photo shoot of me looking dead, like a strangulation victim. So I had to do makeup and everything like that. So.
Like he wanted you to look like a corpse, or just oh wow.
Yep. So and I like had to put the bruise marks around my neck, and I had the gray out lenses and everything like that. So.
Wow, that's interesting. I mean, he might have some necrophilic fantasies, but I mean that's
Probably.
that's
I
that's
don't.
him.
I don't ask.
You don't ask. You don't no need to. I mean, what was the most bizarre request?
Oh, I've gotten a lot of weird ones. I mean, one guy wanted me to shit on my phone. I've said no to a lot of people. I have said a lot of no's. One guy wanted to pay me $20,000 to meet up, and I was like, no, thanks.
Yeah, that's getting
Not-
too real. That's
It's
breaking
too
the
much.
fourth wall there. It's like, hey, bro, this is supposed to be all on the internet. you know?
Yeah. The other one was the other weird one was someone wanted to watch me sleep. They wanted me to put my webcam on while I slept and everything like that, and that was too much. So.
Oh, I'll do that in a heartbeat. I was like, you just want to watch me sleep?
I can't. Something about it would be really creepy to me. So you're just like, no, thank you.
and by the way, I want to put this out there too. I want to talk about this stuff. There's no shame or anything coming this from me. I know maybe some of the ways I frame the questions may not be the most PC, I guess. I'm not really much of a PC guy, but I'm genuinely curious. And also, it's like, here's the truth of the situation. If I was a chick, and if I was in Little Goth Mermaid's situation, I'd probably be doing the same thing. I know for damn sure. Like, if I could make money, sell my look, my side boobs, I totally would. Hell, after the show. Go ahead.
That's why I'm like so pro everyone getting their OnlyFans. One, I have opened up a lot more. I have widened my knowledge of sexual things, which there was so much I did not know about. It's just been all around a great experience. So I can't say anything negative about it.
Yeah, I just want to put that out there because there's, plenty of people out there be like, oh, it's, I guess they kind of like shame the lifestyle or the practice of, I mean, selling lewd, selling, semi-nudes or nudes or whatever. It's just, look, it's a business as old as humanity itself. I mean, it's like I don't see any shame in it. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I was a Red Bull girl for a while too, so it wasn't like, and I was wearing, just about as much clothes as I'm wearing in my lewd sets. So
right. Those Red Bull girls, I remember them. They'll come to the park. I maybe just hang out at the park, and they'll just come there. Like, oh,
hand out Red Bulls to the people.
Yep.
Yup.
Yep. Okay, so, and that shitting on the phone request, that sounds insane. Did you say no to that?
Oh, of course I did.
Okay. If you said yes, I'd have to be like, well, selling nudes is one thing, but no, that's
no. Like, I'm not like. My thing is, I think there is a girl that will do anything for you. You just gotta find them. That's my thing. If I'm not gonna do it, then I know another girl will be comfortable doing it. So hit her up. I'll even give you her number.
Okay. Well, not me. But if anyone in the chat is interested,
I'll find someone for you.
Now, what's been some of the good stuff about the cosplay stuff? Some of the good, some of the great.
Oh,
the great moments.
My makeup has gotten like exponentially more creative. So I would definitely say the makeup, having, like I said, I have so many wigs now. I can be any bitch I want to be. Like
any bitch you want to be.
Oh yeah.
I like
any person. Like, I have a ton more clothes now.
Mm-hmm.
You get a collection of stuff, and it's fun. Then you can look at it however you want.
Cool. You can customize it. Now, what about some of the negatives? The not so great things about the cosplaying scene.
The cosplaying scene. So, gatekeepers. Definitely gatekeepers. Like, yeah. People who talk down to other people for their cosplay is a big one. And that is a very common one, and it needs to stop.
Wait, who talks people down about their cosplay? I don't get that. I mean, you guys are just dressing as fantasy things. Like, there's a right fantasy thing or bad fantasy thing?
That's what some people think, is that, like, original cosplay isn't cosplay. Some people think that they just think that's a character, but it's a cosplay. You're cosplaying as, either way. There's that, and then there's
it's not you. Yeah, it's someone else, different identity.
And then there's the people who get angry because you're not, canon. If you're a guy and you're dressed as a girl character or something, just stuff like that. Or say, like, a big girl wants to be Sailor Moon or something. People will gatekeep that and say, Sailor Moon wasn't a big girl, and it just, those people make cosplaying not as fun.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, and the dudes that dress in the chick cosplay, well, that's not my thing. At the same time, though, the chicks that dress up as Master Chief, okay. that gets my eye. I'm like, I didn't really thought Master Chief being a chick before, but okay. I'm liking this.
Or like the chick stormtroopers and all that stuff. Yeah,
it's like, okay. That might explain their aim. I'm just joking. I'm sorry. Do you use guns? You like guns?
No.
That's okay. I was gonna ask how your aim was if you shoot.
Yeah, no. Well, okay, actually, to be fair, grew up in a hick town.
Mm-hmm.
I skeet shooted when I was younger, so I can use a shotgun.
You can use That's good. Everyone should know how to use a shotgun for home defense, mostly.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, we started talking about goth stuff, and one thing I didn't really, you said it, and I kind of let it slip. What is goth music? Like we're talking like Skinny Puppy or Nine Inch Nails? Like what are we talking about?
That would fall under it. There's a lot. Like, I'm not like heavy into the goth music scene. Like, my favorite things are like Birthday Massacre. I'm actually good friends with I would say they're like a goth industrial band. Their music's really good. Just, it depends. Like, Birthday Massacre is probably like my gothiest, or Emily Autumn. Emily Autumn is a good one.
Mm-hmm. I had a question in the chat. I overlooked it real fast. Would you ever do Captain Spaulding cosplay?
I mean, maybe. I did a Saitama cosplay. I actually looped Saitama from One Punch Man, so
that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
If I come up with an idea, I'm going to do it. So now you got me.
Could you do like a Faye Valentine?
I'm just gonna have to write all these down. So
yeah, that might get me in trouble. Never mind. No, but I'm sure people will like that.
I should loot up all the like slasher killers. That's what I should do.
Oh, you should cosplay as Michael Myers. Cosplay as Jason.
That's what I was saying. Do a like lewd Jason, get the Jason mask and just like a.
Yeah. That would work. That would work right there. That'd be a nice twist. And I bet you. I hope no one would complain about that. Oh my God, Jason's a dude. Like the people who do.
Obviously.
Yeah, the people who complain about that would be like, "Well, guy, I think you missed it. I think you missed it, man."
Way over their head. Yep.
What's the name of the chick from The Ring, who comes out of the TV?
Oh,
what is her name? The Japanese chick.
Starts with an S.
Saduka. I don't know. I know there's a lot of. I know there's a lot of fan art with Jason from Friday the 13th and that chick. For some reason, there's a whole thing there. A whole bunch of fans are trying to like draw them together, I guess. Samira? Okay.
Samira, yeah.
Okay. Cosplay as her. Would that be a good idea? You like that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can make it skimpy, I guess.
Heck yeah. That's it. Is you can cosplay as anything, and it's lewd when you throw something skimpy into the mix. See?
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, I did Saitama from One Punch Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that and to see that skimpy, that's a huge feat right there.
Yep. Had the gloves and everything.
That's good. That's good. Okay. I mean, I gotta ask too. What are some of the more interesting or I guess complicated, more I guess most difficult cosplays you have to do?
Well, I would say the most difficult that I've had to do is one that I'm going to be doing. I actually have like all of the stuff. I'm going to be doing Black Cat from Spider-Man. Felicity Huffman, I think is her name. But
Nice.
yeah, I'm doing her. And I've got to completely I have like a little leather bikini, but I've got to add all of the fur and everything like that to it. And I've got gloves that I want to add fur to. So it's going to be the most complicated one that I've done so far.
That's pretty cool. That's nice.
Yeah, that one.
So it seems like in this, there's goals you set for yourself, for you to achieve, like harder cosplays to pull off and different styles of makeup or different complicated ways to do the makeup. I'm a guy talking about this. Obviously, I know nothing about makeup, but that's cool. I mean, it shows that there's and you learn you learn skills through this.
Yeah, and I mean, when you get into the actual community, you learn tricks from everybody. Even guys, girls, black, white, everybody. You learn different tricks from everybody, and it kind of is cool just getting to learn everything.
Now, what's been the feedback like? I imagine you have some fans or some followers. I mean, what did they say to you? Like, you got some positive feedback?
Oh, yeah. I have a nice ass.
Yeah.
Well, I think the biggest one is that I put a lot of effort into my looks and everything like that. So that's like the most genuine response that I get, other than the, hey, you look hot and blah, blah, blah. But like the most genuine response I get is that they like how much effort I actually put into stuff and everything like that. So
Right. And when the original cosplays, well, they see that, I'm sure they will, shower you with compliments there. But when you do the cosplays are kind of inspired by, people, I guess, characters people will recognize, what do they say what's her response to that?
I got a bunch of tips and
Nice.
money for Saitama. and literally it was presented to me as a joke. Someone mentioned it on my Instagram as a joke, and I'm like, you know what? Bet I'll do it. So I did it. And yeah, I got quite a few tips from that one, and everyone thought that was pretty funny. And then Morticia was the other one that did really well.
Someone in the chat just said you did Morticia. Is that posted somewhere? Is that like an OnlyFans thing? Because I'm curious about Morticia. Huh?
Posted on my Twitter later.
Okay, nice. Because if there's one, I was gonna ask you this later, but if there's one, like, what are some of the hottest goth babes out there? Like Morticia's one of them, definitely. But what are some of the hottest goth babes out there?
Do you remember, if I can remember her name, on MTV there was the Headbangers Ball, and then right after that there was a metal show that had a girl on it. She was who got me into the goth look. And it's going to drive me nuts that I can't
remember. After Headbangers Ball. Chat, what is that?
There's her, Emily Autumn. Emily Autumn is super hot. I like her. The lead singer of Cats and Jammer. They're good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Definitely Elvira.
Oh, yeah. She's on TikTok, and she still looks the same. I don't think she ages.
No,
I think she's actually undead.
Yeah. She might be. Let's see. Yeah, I always thought Morticia was really nice. Really nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, it depends. Both Morticias have very different looks, and I love it. Like, you have...
You have Carolyn Jones. You have Miss Hudson.
Hudson, thank you.
Yeah, she's nice. Carolyn Jones, though, man, she has a different sort of physique. I kind of like Carolyn Jones a little bit more. But I like the attitude that Hudson brings. Like
Yeah.
in the movies.
And she had the eyes.
Yeah, she
Like
had this.
she just had. Yeah, I liked her eyes. So she was the one that I based my cosplay off of. So I did the high cheekbones and all that.
That's good. That's nice. Let's see. And there's, well, there's always, I mean, I don't know if you would consider this a goth babe. There's always the Underworld franchise. What's her name?
Oh,
the vampire chick.
yes. Yeah, she's super hot.
Oh yeah.
Nope, I can't remember her name.
Selena?
Remembering name.
Selena, I believe it wasn't that her name?
Yeah, Selena. Yeah, I can't.
See, I said I wasn't really much into latex, but man, that changed my mind. That changed my opinion there.
Leather? Isn't her costume leather?
Yeah, it's leather. Yeah, it's leather. It's all leather.
Okay. There you go. Yeah. I mean, hey.
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on what they wear or who's wearing it.
Now, do you have a favorite horror movie?
Phantasm. If I can remember that it's Phantasm.
Phantasm. That's a good one.
Yeah. It was the first one that I watched that actually scared the living crap out of me. So I haven't watched it a lot since then, but I have very, very strong memories of how it was when I was like 10 years old. And for some reason, for that, it will forever be one of my favorites. Tale of Two Sisters is another good one that I would say it's probably up there. No. My favorite movie is I hate
Tale
that
of Two
I can't
Sisters,
remember.
is that the Korean film?
Yes. I actually like a lot of Asian horror movies. Something Noir was a horror movie, and it was a collection of short stories. And I can't remember what it was. It was really good too.
Collection of short stories. Something Noir. What is that?
It was an Asian horror movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would not
Rampo
be...
Noir? I think it was Rampo Noir.
Rampo Noir, okay.
Yeah, it was good. Like, really good. And I found that one, I was working at Blockbuster.
Oh,
and
nice.
I was just putting shelves. Yeah, I was just putting away the stuff on the shelves, and I saw that, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty good. So I just brought it home and watched it, and it was definitely, like, the short stories are messed up, and they are so well done.
Oh, I gotta check that one out. I mean, Asian horror films usually go pretty hard.
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, they come up with crazy concepts.
So in this one, that collection you're talking about, like, how far does it go? Like, is it very gory? Is it just very, like, suspenseful? Is it really great on the imagery? I mean, what's happening?
Oh, the imagery is amazing. Like, it is definitely an art film. We'll just say that it's definitely an art film. I mean, one of the stories, you know, like, I can't remember if she was his girlfriend or just some girl that he really was obsessed with, but she passes away and everything, and he makes, like, an altar of it. And, I mean, the shot of the altar that he made was so gorgeous, even though it was this dead lady just, like, dressed up. And it was a really good movie.
Hey, but that's what you have to do to make a powerful shot. You know, you got to make it look nice. You got to...
Yeah.
Man. But yeah, I've seen some, I think... Audition. It was a Japanese film, a Japanese horror film, where, like, she was torturing the dude's eyes. She was, like, sticking needles in the guy's eyes. Like, oh, God. Yeah, you know, like, buckets of gore I can do. You know, just crazy Saw situations I could do. But little needles going into someone's eye?
I don't know if you can handle Rampo Noir, because there's a part where a girl is literally cutting apart her boyfriend, like, bit by bit.
Ooh, wow. Now that I gotta
Yeah.
see. And it looks good. Like, it looks intense, like, pretty real. Oh, man.
I mean, I can't remember if it was Japanese or Korean, but it was definitely an artsy movie, and the story, like I said, was just, they get crazy.
That's cool. That's cool.
Like, Ito levels of crazy. If people know who Junji Ito is.
Oh man, that's good. I mean, I like a film that will go that far, that will go that way.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah, and it's not very well known, so.
You know, people always will often cite Suspiria and Argento. You know, him, the Italian director, as being the gore guy. You know, like pushing boundaries. Maybe back in the day, yeah, but anymore, it's like
I mean,
it's
there's
like
the
Asian
Hostel
horror.
movie. Yeah, Asian horrors. I feel like Asian horrors do the like spine-tingling gore and stuff like that. Like, and then you have the American horrors where it's like good slashing and guts spilling out and stuff like that. But like Asian horror, you look at it and you're like, this isn't going to kill someone, but oh my god, it makes me uncomfortable to watch.
Most
like that's
definitely.
the whole thing. They definitely push the comfort boundaries for sure.
Right. It's like I don't know what it is about American cinema when it comes to horror. And while there's some good horror from American cinema, but it's like lately it's like you're just kind of like painting by numbers. It's like you're just kind of like you're showing the gore, you're showing these intense scenes, but you don't know why you're doing it. There's no real substance behind it, you know.
Yeah. And there's been a couple of, what was the one that I just watched? I'm a bigger fan of suspenseful horrors. So like Hereditary was a good one. That one was definitely an uncomfortable movie. It was just uncomfortable all around.
Yeah, very uncomfortable. I wanted to choke that boy. Like I wanted to kill him. I wanted the mom to just stab him, you know, right away.
Yep. That movie was definitely uncomfortable for sure. Midsummer, the same writer or same director, I can't remember, but Midsummer was a decent one. I don't know if that's American though.
Midsummer, I think so. I mean, it's the same company, the A24.
Yeah. Okay. So that one was too much of a copy paste of other movies. So, and I'm probably being very controversial here in saying that, but
okay,
it was good. We'll just say it was good.
I mean, because a lot of American horrors are anymore just regurgitated stuff. Like they just copy what's been done before. They will milk a franchise to the point to where there's no milk coming out of the udder anymore. It's just like what they still doing with Halloween. They want to continue on with Halloween. When they did the 2018, I was like, we did this before. It's called H2O. You're doing this again. Like this isn't new, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, and that's if I want a reboot, the only one that I really want a reboot of is the 13 Ghosts movie. And I don't want it as a reboot. I literally want it to go back into the story of all 13 ghosts.
Yes, because that was an interesting part of that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole lore behind it was like really cool, and then they just kind of glimpsed over it. And you're just like, but I want to know more about the angry princess. Like, come on.
Oh, I even want to know more about the jock. I want to know more about him. You know, I know he's like a simple guy, but yeah.
Yeah, like the whole movie was really cool. That was a good one. I have a bunch of movies that I really like, actually. I just recently started getting back into horror movies, so like it's kind of exciting. I get to go back into that like whole feeling of watching the horror movies and everything like that. So
well, it's the perfect month for it. Being October, and now it's Halloween, just about. I mean, in my house, it's pretty much Halloween for all October. What are you doing for Halloween? You doing something?
Probably I'm painting pumpkins.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah, my town is going through a COVID situation, so we're just not going to go outside.
Oh, okay.
Like our local bar closed down because they had too many COVID cases. Like,
oh,
yeah. So there's not really anything we can do.
Oh. That's unfortunate to hear. Sorry to hear about that. I mean,
Yeah.
so far over here,
That's
things
all right. I've been celebrating Halloween for 2 months now, so.
Yeah. But I mean, you got to try to find ways to celebrate it. I mean, right now, because of COVID, we're not doing a whole lot of trick or treating. We're just gonna, with the kids, we're gonna do the trunk or treat. We're just gonna pretty much go to Sam's Club or Costco, buy a bunch of full size, king size candy bars, and just have that for the kids. There you go. Have a projector outside. Let's play some hard, kid friendly horror movies, and then when they go to bed, play some Halloween or Friday the 13th or some stuff,
Definitely.
Good stuff, So, what do you want out of the lewd cosplays? Like what do you like? What's your goal? Like you got a plan? You got it?
Nope.
Like if you could though change anything about it, what would it be?
I wish I would have. So I'm still learning what works and what doesn't. So I wish I would have known what I know now when I started, so that I could have a nice cohesive. I'm weird. I like to have a cohesive look to everything and all that stuff. So, and I wish I would have started with a schedule. That's my big thing. I want a scheduled posting and people being able to know what's coming and all that stuff. So, yeah. But
something in the chat said world domination. World domination would be fine. Yeah.
Right? No world domination. I don't think.
Would you
It'd be cool
would you do military garb, like full leather military garb, and dominate in that sort of way? You do that?
I'm not at all. No.
Oh, okay. No. So maybe not dominating the world. I'm sorry?
I said I am a bottom bitch. I am a sub through and through.
Oh, don't sell yourself
short.
short.
There is not a dom bone in my body. I can dress dark and scary, and I can look powerful and look like I have switch energy, but I am such a sub. Such a sub.
Well, there is a niche. There's a place for everybody. I learned that also from the song Sweet Dreams. And if I'm balancing that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you couldn't tell, I was a sub from the collar. Come on.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to ask about. So to be goth, do you have to wear the collar? Because growing up, I always thought to be goth, you had to wear black, you had to adhere to a certain dress code and all that stuff, but I guess not.
I think it's just whatever you want your aesthetic to be. The ones that I really look, I'm gonna call them the Cure Goths, because that's kind of what they look like. They look like they could be in the Cure.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that I would most like to be like, but I'm still learning. But then you have the Cyber Goths, which are awesome. So
Cyber Goths. I don't think I met any cyber, not in school, but they try to look like cyberpunkish and stuff, or what's going on in that?
Yeah, I mean, you got to think gas masks, bright neon.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I love cyber goths, and the whole when you say you're goth, you can be tons of other things, and that's another thing that people like to gatekeep. But I don't think that should be gatekeeped, because there are so many facets of goth. And then you got you even have the Japanese goth subsects, which are really cool, visual kai and stuff like that. So yeah,
a lot of different styles, man. Well, why do you have the gatekeep? These people, it's they try to keep the categories and the labels pure. It's but why? Just let it blend. Just let people have fun, man.
Exactly. And I mean, there's definitely a deep difference between, a goth girl and a scene girl or whatever, but beyond that, it's an umbrella term for many things. So you can dress how you want. If you don't want to wear the collar, you don't have to wear the collar.
Well, I mean, to me, you most definitely pass as goth. I mean, I was planning on grilling you. Is this chick even goth? Jeez, I mean, there's real goths, but I think she is real goth. I think Little Goth Mermaid is actually real goth. So she passes that.
Yeah, I know my subsex at least, so that's one thing.
Yeah, and you definitely cosplay. I mean, you do cosplays, and you also do original cosplays. So, I mean, you are in it, and you've been doing it for a while, and you're making money on it, and it seems like it's something that you're growing in. And it's something you're learning skills and doing that, and yeah, that's good, man. That's great. That's great.
Yeah. And the nice thing is, I'm 33 years old, and I'm just now like finding my style. So that's kind of the cool one.
Yeah, you're catching it now. You're catching it now while you still can. I mean, you could be 36 and 300 pounds, have a gun. That's no, that's not really me. No, but anyway, one thing I wanted to ask you, because we already talked about favorite horror movies and all that. We've touched on a little bit about paranormal experiences, but we talked about the situation in the house. Any other strange and weird, bizarre paranormal experiences?
I could have a show alone on that. Like, I'm not joking. Now that we're gonna preface this, I am a diagnosed schizophrenic.
Okay.
Preface. So, growing up, I had a lot of experiences. Now, whether that was actually supernatural or whether I'm just crazy, I'll let people decide. But growing up, no, I saw shadow people. It wasn't just me that saw there was a demon that followed us around, and it was me and my cousin. So stuff like that. Definitely some weird stuff growing up. So, but like I said, diagnosed schizophrenic, so who knows?
Right. And hearing this, like, I kind of question it. It's like, so yeah, they say you're schizophrenic because you hear things, see things, but like these people who say that you are that, like who are they to say that those things? I mean, I don't know. Like, what if you actually did see a demon? What if you saw a demon?
That's it.
What if you saw a
the
demon?
only thing that, the only thing that makes me like really wonder about it is because, like I said, my cousin saw it as well.
Yeah.
So, and it was always this little. It wasn't a tall thing or anything like that. It was basically like maybe 3 feet tall and had red glowing eyes, and it just stood at the end of our hallway, and we both saw it, and it would follow us around, and so who knows there. And there was always, and there was always a creepy stuff like my stepdad's old house. Me and my brother were in a house, and we heard rattling on the windows, and then someone yelling, "Get out!"
Oh wow!
And I mean,
that doesn't sound like schizophrenia to me. I mean, that sounds like a little like get out, like mess with you.
Exactly. Yeah, and this was a house, like it was out in the middle of nowhere in the countryside. Like it was this little house on 30 acres of land. So it's not like, someone was just messing around or anything like that.
Right.
And yeah, and they had that house in particular, the barn, the previous owner of the house hung himself in the barn. Yeah. So it had history.
It does have history.
And I think that's really, I think I had a lot of issues, or I had a lot of stuff happen because I grew up in a town that had a lot of old stuff. So like our elementary school was a sanitarium prior to being a school.
Whoa,
yeah.
Okay. If there's gonna be some bizarre stuff that happened there too.
Yeah. I mean, and that school was so weird. Like the place where all of us kids hung out was literally a stairway to nowhere. Like it went up into the ceiling. So the place was weird. Yeah. We like all of the goth kids hung out and we just called it the stairway to nowhere. And it was literally just a stairway that went up into the ceiling, and that was
bizarre.
it.
Like, were the architects also like, crazy too? I mean, it just seems like, why would they do?
I don't know. I don't know if there was like something there before, and then they just like locked it out, or I don't know. And like I said, it was a sanitarium before, it was a
Yeah.
school, and before it was a sanitarium, it was like, I can't remember what it was before that, but it was an old building, and they just recently closed it down because there was asbestos. So
Yeah, that's why. They're not gonna close it down because of all the prior incidences or the strange things, strange sightings. Man.
Yeah, that place was definitely creepy, and I had a lot of after school activities that I did. Like I did anime club and anime club, but I did
I was
anime
an
club
anime kid too in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole time
Way back when.
I'm asking about goth stuff. I don't think I was a goth when I was in high school, but I told you before we started. I used to wear a trench coat to school before Columbine and after Columbine.
Yeah.
Okay, I was that kid. I played Quake and Doom quite a bit. And so yeah, I was kind of like the outcast, the loner guy, you know.
Yeah. I mean, we had in our little group, we had I don't know, like everyone who wasn't country was in the group. So you had, the skaters and the actual goth kids and the scene kids, because that was popular then, and like the anime nerds and all stuff. All of them hung out together because it was us against
everybody else, the jocks, everyone else, And every now and then, an occasional jock might be like hang out with us because he watch anime and they can talk about Dragon Ball Z for a little bit, but after that, he hangs out with us. Other people. It's like you form cliques. It's like, and I hate cliques. I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, it was definitely an experience. We'll just say that.
And cool tactic in the chat. I was cosplaying the Matrix. I wish I could say that. It was more like I was cosplaying Tombstone because it was actually a duster. It was a heavier. There's like a more heavier trench coat, or they're more like a western. You see them in like in western movies quite a bit.
Okay.
Anyway,
did it have the fringe?
Did it what?
Did it have fringe?
Yeah,
like the. Yes.
It did. It had that.
Awesome.
It was cool. It was fun.
We had a couple people with the trench coats, and I mean it was after Columbine and everything like that. We had one whose specific name was Squeak.
Squeak.
That's what everyone called him. Squeak. It was this very, very tall. He had to have been like 6'5" in freshman year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like tall, gangly. Everyone called him Squeak, and he wore a trench coat, so he was pretty cool. Everyone thought he actually got what is that when you Homecoming King?
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Cool. So he was cool. So you're in good company.
Look at that
with Squeak.
Now, before we wrap up here, where can people find your stuff again?
I am all over the internet. Twitter, Instagram, and OnlyFans is all Little Goth Mermaid. LilGothMermaid. Like I said, Twitter, Instagram, and OnlyFans are all that. So, and then if you go to my Twitter, there's a link tree in there, and you can go to all my other stuff. So,
okay, sounds good. Now, and I hate to disappoint people, but the criteria for the Amazon gift card was to at least get 10 likes. I'm looking at 7. That's not the goal, man. That's not the goal. I'll tell you what I'll do is after the stream, when it sits as a video, if it gets 10 likes, I'm sure it will, I'll go through the comments section and select someone at random to give out the $10 Amazon gift card. That's what I do. But we got to get that 10 likes. We can get that 10 likes. I'm pretty sure we can. We can do that.
Yep. Awesome.
All right. Well, Little Goth Mermaid, it was great having you on the show. Everyone, if you made it this far, press the like button, share, and subscribe. You all take it easy. Have a good one. And, yeah,